Good evening, everyone. I'm James Fraher, host of World Events on YouTube, coming to you live from Chillicothe, Illinois. And this is sort of an experiment. Haven't done it before. Put out invites and for people to come on, listen, share the views of what's going on throughout the world and United States, and even in their real local communities, and what their feelings are on the right side. It is hard to really go out in public and talk about things because the left side, uh, they just you can they they run around in circles. Uh, Many times I've been up with them, and once you point things out, they just don't want to listen to it, even if you have the facts. And this is what I've noticed out in this civilian world, out in the public, and I thought, well, we're going to give something different to have a forum to let people talk. Right now, I'm the only one here, it looks like. Like I said, I sent out probably 200 invites, and could be because it's a Saturday night. It's not too bad of a night out there on the last day of April. But anyway, there's been a lot that's been happening, and we have to look at the latest thing that just happened at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The attempted assassination of, again, President Trump. And it's sad that the left side, lunatics, that's what I'm starting to call them, lunatics, think that that was staged. Some of the comments you see from different places I look at, people wish they would have got him. They wish they would have got President Trump. And it's sad. I mean, we lived with 4 years of Biden. Yeah, we may not liked him, but the thing is, you didn't have now the third assassination attempt on a sitting president. Now, if there's anybody out there that's listening, there is a comment section here you can make a comment on, or if you went on stage and knew I talked about it, we can bring you on stage too. But you have to, I've been to a presidential event, and people don't realize the security you go through. And this guy, he didn't just walk, he ran through it. And they were just starting to probably dismantle, for what I've seen on the latest video, the magnetometers. So people were already inside the event. The event was already started. And he comes busting through with, it looks like a shotgun in his hand. It appears he did try to aim or fire a weapon. You can see one police officer draws his revolver, and you can see, I think he fired 4 or 5 shots towards that person running through. So they did get him. But people, again, like they said, it was staged. It's just like when they tried to assassinate Trump at Butler, Pennsylvania. People were crying because he didn't get killed. Now, if you have any way or form of you respect human life, you don't want to cheer because or cry because somebody didn't get killed. What would happen if it was your own relatives, your own friend that got shot at? You wouldn't be crying about it because he didn't get killed. I mean, what is this world coming to? Where nobody has feelings for any other person's life. I mean, yeah, we know that does happen in the world, but come on, look inside yourselves and try to put the shoe in the other foot. I mean, every president that has had an assassination attempt, all for maybe one, was done by a Democrat. Okay. Charlie Kim, again, radical Democrat. What's that starting to tell you? I used to lean Democrat years ago, but I saw how the Democratic Party was changing. And for a while, it's probably on both sides of the fence. And yeah, I tell you the truth, I even voted for uh, Obama the first time. I didn't vote for him the second time. I voted for Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, to me, was a good president. When he left the office, he had this country in the green and not the red. So what's happened? Infiltration from Islam. Okay. Look at Omar, look at Minneapolis, look at New York. That's part of the issue right there. I mean, Great Britain and some European countries, they've been dealing with this Islam stuff for a long time. And the immigration, and they're starting to finally see what it's causing their country. Well, this is going to cause the same issues with our country because their doctrine, the radical Islam, is to destroy America from within. Now, I do not agree with either side politics giving a pass to the other side. I don't agree with that. I mean, if they're guilty, they're guilty. Start bringing charges up. Okay. Look at Hillary Clinton when she was Secretary of State. She had all the servers and her things like that destroyed. You know, had a private server in her basement. President Trump was going to go after her when he got in office the first time. He was told to back down, back off. Okay. But what did it do to him in the long run? They didn't back down. The Democrats didn't back down. They didn't back off at all. Throwing everything at the book at him they could. You look at James Comey, director of the FBI, that's now been indicted, like the second time. But, you know, we'll go back. Maybe if I remember that, get to that in a little bit. About Biden, he goes, well, he's too old. He couldn't withstand the trial. Plus, he probably couldn't remember. So nothing happened there. As for James Comey being indicted, just here yesterday, I think it was, for him putting, or allegedly, that he walked up on the beach, found these seashells, and make it out 86-47. 86-47 actually means get rid of the person. You know, of course. Did he put him there? I don't know. Who knows? I mean, nobody else saw it. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. But if he did, he's a former FBI director. It's pretty bad. If he didn't, then let him off the hook. Okay. So, and so we got on the Comey. And then let's talk about a little about Iran. Okay. I've had a show about Iran about 3 weeks ago. Iran has been a thorn in our sides for 47 years. Okay. They captured our president, or civilians, captured them and held them for over 444 days underneath Jimmy Carter. The day that President Reagan was inaugurated, they released him. Then you have all the other presidents kicking the can down the road. Iran should not have ever had for nuclear weapons, that they would go in, do this and do that, kick the can again. Nothing was ever done. Their slogan, Iran, destroy America, destroy Israel. What's that tell you? Their mind is bound, determined to want to harm Israelites, infidels, what they call infidels, and take care of their, go to war. I mean, you figure the bombings, they've had hotel bombings, they had the embassy bombings, all with Iran involved with it. But nothing was done. Again, nothing was done. You think those Iranians, not the Iranian people, I'm not saying it's the Iranian people themselves. It's the IRG, the Khomeinis. That's the issue. With making all those weapons just for defense? No, not at all. You look at why we pulled out of the arms treaty with them, because they wouldn't allow nuclear inspectors into their sites. Trump pulled up that, tore that accord up. Why do you need, again, uranium that enriched that much just to run nuclear power plants? You do not need that much uranium. Then you look at all the money they were sent by Obama. Yes, Obama. 2 planefuls of cash, and not American cash, different denominations from different banking systems, monetary. Then look what Biden did. We had money held of the Iranians, figuring, okay, we give them their money. He released the money. Where's all that millions and billions of dollars going to? Their nuclear program, their weapons, the proxies, all over the world. You got the Hezbollah, Houthis. You know, it just keeps going. Hamas right there in the Gaza Strip. They were backed by Iran. The Houthis, Hezbollah, footprints all over, fingerprints all over there from Iran. And here, you want to trust them? The only way to trust them is keep at them. Make sure they never can have a nuclear weapon. I mean, we've done a lot of destruction to their program, and maybe not enough, because I've seen videos, their tunnels. Probably haven't even got to some of them deep enough yet. And I saw one video where, before you go into one of their main blast doors underneath in their caverns, or whatever you want to call it, they have to walk over an American flag and Israeli Star of David. They step over that. What's that telling you? Step on America, step on Israel. That's in their missile storage facilities underneath the mountains. Not only is it storage facilities, they're bases. They've had years and years and years to get ready for this. Is President Trump doing the right thing? I pray so. Yeah, we lost some service members' lives. But look at this. You lose lives in Chicago, probably more in the same time period, than you have in the conflict with what's going on with us going after Iran right now. I mean, Then you have your members of Congress that you elect, putting down our military because they're doing something that should have been done by other presidents before. And I tell you what, in 40 days, they've done a damn good job. Yeah, we lost an airplane, had to go in there and rescue two pilots. I mean, and the performance of those groups was great. Yeah, we had to blow up two C-130s. Okay. During that. Yeah, but you had to blow them up. There was information stuff on there and other things that was probably going to be left behind to be used. I don't know. So anyway, they blew the two C-130s up. Unlike, and I would say this again, unlike when President Biden withdrew from Afghanistan and left a bunch of military equipment there. Oh yeah, they said they made some of the helicopters and stuff unusable. But have you looked and seen where our military equipment went to after Afghanistan? If I remember, I was over in Yemen. Yes, Yemen. They're using it. Every piece of that equipment should have been blown up, detonated to make it in pieces, unusable. But no, we pulled out in a disastrous way. Sad. Then you have church shootings going on. People, this is a fight. It's not always human against human. It is a fight against good versus evil. And the evil is out there. You may not see it, but it's there. I mean, yeah, I can say you can see it in people. That's how it works. But right now there's nobody come on. Like I said, I wanted to give people the opportunity to actually voice their concerns, or like I do, just talk about it on how you feel about issues on the conservative side, the right side where you're called Nazis. I'm not a Nazi. None of the fascists either. I just know I have common sense and I can think for myself, and I don't have to be like a sheep led. I research my things. I just don't hear what I see, what I need. Believe what I see in the news. Believe what I see on Facebook. One of the worst things you can ever do. People they believe it's actually that. Do your damn research, people. Wake up. You may learn something. The news is out there. They don't have enough time to talk about everything or give the full stories. That's why you see a lot of podcasters doing what they're doing. Yeah, you have some podcasters on the left, you have podcasters on the right. Are they putting factual information out there? If they talk about it, listen to them, do your research. Again, I don't put something that I don't know is a fact out there because I don't want that to come back and get me. I see there's two people listening right now. If you want to make a comment, please do. Also, if you're listening, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, World Events, and we'll look for more programmings and watch some of the programs I have up there already. So, like I said, I put this out to probably 200 people have seen it, and nobody wanted to come online like I do. See my shirt here, everybody? It's a "Do Not Tread on Me" shirt. Okay? We need more of those around. We need more of those people walking around like I do. I wore it to work. I wore my "Don't tread on me" shirt to work. Got some compliments too. I mean, people liked my "Don't tread on me" shirt. And I said, yeah, we need a lot more people with that type of patriotism to show a "Don't tread on me" shirt. We need to get this patriotism back in America. And don't wait like happened. Oh, yeah, 9/11. What happened? Oh, wow. Let's get behind the America. Why can't you be behind America all the time? Be behind America. Be proud to live in this country, because I tell you what, there's some countries you don't want to go live in. You think your rights are restricted here in this United States? You think uh, you can go to other countries and protest? Oh, try to go into Iran. Did you know they had a internet blackout? People protesting their regime, their uh, upper people. 30 to 40,000 regular Iranians out there protesting for what we take as a right, killed, shot. So I don't want to hear when you get shot with a rubber bullet. I think it's funny, you know, because, yeah, you have the right to protest. These people are out here protesting peacefully, not throwing things at their regime. They're just out there walking, protesting. They're not spitting at them like our protesters do. Where is respect for law and enforcement? Yeah, you have the right to peaceful protest, but it doesn't mean you go past that peaceful part. You go past that peaceful part, then you cross the line. That's what I called, when I put it the polite way, FAFO. You know, if you don't know what FAFO means, look it up for the acronym for it, abbreviation. But like I said, I don't want to ever see somebody really say that your rights are restricted here about protesting in the United States. I'm sorry. Like I said, again, go protest in Iran. You'll be shot. You'll be dead. What do you think these poor Olympic people or something like that, a young gentleman, a wrestler in Iran, protesting peacefully, just walking, they hung him. Yes, they hung him. Oh, did you hear that in the regular news? Oh, I doubt that. They don't tell you that shit, because it may wake you up. Okay. Think those poor people, they're the regular Iranians living underneath that IRG, going down the streets, checkpoints. I don't know if any of you know what the IRG means. It's Iranian Revolutionary Guard. Okay. And they don't play. They have snipers even on top of buildings that take people out. Went some of you research and see all the body bags after they had the internet shut down January 8th, killing people in the streets. Body bags from people peacefully protesting, just walking, running them over with vehicles. I'm going to have a show about that. I'm going to have other people on. I'm going to bring up those clips. I just didn't get them all prepared for today, because I was wanting just people to come up here and share their opinions on what's going on. You know, it's supposed to be in God we trust, not in Lucifer we trust, not in the devil we trust. It's in God we trust. We should be proud of this nation. Yeah, we have we do have some issues in this country. I'm not saying we don't. There's good people out there. There's bad people out there. Okay. But don't take your hatred. I mean, it's hard to even talk about to the left side people about what's really going on. I've been verbally accosted. Yeah. Verbally accosted by a Democrat on a Republican day at the state fair. Yes, Republican day at the state fair in Illinois. Had my Trump hat on, had my Trump shirt on, getting ready to go underneath the racetrack of the fairgrounds. A woman comes by. She says, Harris. I said, Trump. And all of a sudden, just boom, 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 boom. That's what you see. You see it in the news. You see these podcasters going out confronting these people. Same thing. Finally, I got tired of her BS, and I said, I was telling her about a gentleman I know that has some kids, and they were having problems, making it week to week. And I said, it was until Trump went into, I would say, right, Iran, things are a bit, not as expensive. But I said, yeah, they had another kid, and he's making more money, and they're still having problems making it. She goes, nobody should have more than 2 kids. I looked at her, and I said, you sound like China and a communist, and walked away. That's what finally shut that woman up. Do not let them attack you verbally like that. Don't really get in an argument with them. They're not worth it. But stand your ground. Have your facts so you can back up what you're saying if you do get in even a peaceful conversation. Okay? Because you know your facts. Half of these that they're even being interviewed by podcasters. They don't have their facts. Probably half of them's paid protesters. Okay. I see somebody watching have a comment. Go ahead and put a comment in the comment section. I'd like to see what your thoughts are. Then you have Minneapolis, Minnesota. Some Mayans. It's sort of funny. That's some Mayans. Okay. The fraud that was supposedly not happening, but happened. And the only reason I know that is because I had a gentleman named Brad Kohler, who's running for governor of Minnesota, on my show quite some time ago. I asked about the Somalian population. He goes, yeah, they're involved with fraud, but the people in charge don't want to do anything about it. About 3 weeks after that, it all came out. So it's happening. In fact, I'm going to try to find this video. It's by Natasha Owens, and it is called The Somali Waltz. And I don't know if I have it in my files. So bear with me while I find it. Okay. I hope I have it, but I may not. Oh. It does not look like I have. Natasha Owens. There we go. See if I got to find the right one. And I hope I have it. Natasha Owens. Let's go to this one here. Got to find it here. Okay, here it is. It's a cute little song. And it's going to be coming right up. The Somali Waltz. In Mogadishu, Minnesota, you might have heard there's quite a load of money missing, new millionaires, all the kids are leering in fake daycares. The Somali Waltz, the
That's why they shimmy and they shake the Somali waltz. The Somali waltz. It's the same old song. The Somali waltz. It's sad but true. They're screwing you, dancing to the Somali waltz. The Somali waltz. The Somali waltz. It's the same old song, and it's going strong. It's sad but true. They're screwing you, dancing to the Somali waltz. And coming soon to a state near you, new name sing to the Somali waltz.
Thank you to Natasha Owens for writing and singing that song. Her and I talked about it when I had her on my show. Let's go back to Trump. You know, I've said my thing about Trump is the Democrats made Trump. He used to fund a lot of Democrats. He gave money to Democrats. He hung around with Democrats. Okay. And when he turned, and they liked him. Oh, did they like Trump before he was running for a position as president? Okay. He was seen with parties with them, the Clintons, everybody else. And when he announced that he was running for president in the Republican Party coming down the escalator at Trump Towers, that's when really the Democratic Party turned against him. Because, like I said before that, he was on talk shows. You need to listen to some of these talk shows from the late 70s where Trump talked about exactly what he did when he was running for office, what he was going to do. That man has not changed in his thoughts of how to run a country and, do things with the world. In fact, in the 80s, he mentioned about Iran, and that was on a talk show again. He's been, but, there's people think there that he's the God's chosen one. I mean, when I held my Trump rally in Peoria, Illinois, 2 years ago in September, this would be 3 years ago, this coming September, said Trump was doing God's work. Of course, the Peoria Journal-Star sort of didn't really bang me over the head with it, but they sort of like, yeah, right, okay. But they have to remember, let's go back to the assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania. Nice day. There's a picture up there before the assassination attempt that the flag with the wind blowing draped over and sort of looked like an angel hanging there. Now, I've always said Trump, my nickname for President Donald J. Trump is Teflon Don. There's a reason for that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't do the job he does or some other presidents have done. No. There's a lot of BS and dirty politics. And I've seen some dirty, pretty decent, sort of not really dirty like that, but where the politics is not the best. Things are said prior and then comes up and bites him in the rear. Yeah, Trump is abrasive. He'll say things just to get people talking. But if you've been through all the crap that they've thrown at this guy, wouldn't you be a little bit pissed off? I would. Okay. it takes a lot to keep and they reproved the Russian hoax. He wasn't involved with it, you dipshits. All the way along, I said he wasn't involved. Comes out, says he was. Epstein files, release them. Well, the damn Democrats had the Epstein files for 4 years. They didn't do friggin' shit. Okay, you think they had something on Trump really bad? They wouldn't do something in 4 years. They would have done something in 4 years. So don't give me that BS. And then people wake up, because Trump is the one that alerted the FBI and what Epstein was doing. Okay. As per his 34 cases, felony 34 cases, they were all trumped up. Okay. By a judge and a attorney general. And she ran on it. I am going to do this. I'm going to do this to Trump. Then guess what? At the end of the trial, you don't have to pay anything. He got his money back that he had to put down. The judge says that's a good life. Okay. So I'm going to play a song. This may irritate some people. Natasha wrote this, Natasha Owens, about 3 weeks before the assassination attempt at Butler, Pennsylvania. And I'm just going to go ahead and play this. And wrong thing here. And then I'm pretty well going to close, because nobody's came on. I don't know if people don't have the what do we call it? Outgoing to get on and talk about issues in a safe environment like this, because I'll talk about it, and I don't care if I'm in the public. I'll talk about it, because one thing, I have faith in God. Jesus Christ is my Savior, and God is the one that is controlling everything. And I'm going to bring this song by Natasha Owens up. It's called The Chosen One.
I'm not saying he's something divine. He gets in trouble bigly time after time. He's controversial, but one thing is true. Imperfect people, a perfect God can use. I'm standing with the chosen one.
I am the chosen one.
Ain't no stopping what the Lord's begun. He's only human like you and me. Just a chosen one.
Somebody had to do it.
This great nation is under attack, and its real leader has arrows in his back. So many greet him with a Judas kiss, but God gave us a warrior for such a time as this. I'm standing with the chosen one.
Again, thank you to Natasha Owens for writing and singing that song. And The Chosen One. Let's look at all of Jesus's disciples. Were they perfect? No, they were not perfect. Did he use them? Did Jesus select them? Yes, he did. Okay. Jesus, God said it only at one time, the only righteous man was Noah before the flood of the earth. You know, so God does choose people. Jesus chooses people like he did with his disciples. Not one of his 12 disciples were perfect. Is this the case with Trump? Some people, like she says at the beginning of the song, the anointed one. Okay. If some of you read scriptures or some things in places, to be anointed, you have to have blood in your right ear, touch it, and bare foot. Well, when he was shot, his shoes came off of him. When Trump was shot at, like Natasha said in one of the shows I had her on, he was probably actually blown out of his shoes. So is actually Trump the anointed one? Is that why we had him as president for 4 years? Had him not president for 4 years to wake people up and get a what's really going on and have him back in? Gives him time to reflect what he could have done different and what he's doing now. So, all I can say is about Trump is that give it a chance. Quit having that TDS syndrome, Trump derangement syndrome. I mean, I could have had it when Biden was in office, but I didn't. It's like, oh shit, and gas prices. Yeah, I don't like gas prices being up either. I'm just like everybody else. But you know what? Look at the history of gas prices underneath Biden and underneath Obama. Okay. Hopefully this will be temporary. I mean, gas goes up, the price of everything else goes up. It's cynical in that aspect. It all relates. One thing that Trump did good is he went and got Maduro out of Venezuela. I had a show about Venezuela. Now that oil in communication and working with the Venezuelan government is now coming to Houston, Texas, or Texas somewhere, or it's to get refined and shipped out. So where there is oil out there, it just takes so long. And the reason why gas is going up the Strait of Hormuz, we didn't get any oil from that area. The other countries did. So when you put a strain on that, it affects the whole world geopolitical issues. And that's what's going on. China, they're taking a hurt in it. Okay. Europe is taking a hurt in it. Okay. Why the European nations not really getting behind and helping secure the Strait of Hormuz? Because the European nations really need that oil more than what we do. But so that's what's causing the oil prices to go up. Like I said, I'd like to see it go down, and but it's going to take time. Is Iran willing to negotiate? They are, but they're not. They still do not want to give up their nuclear ambition. That's a no-go, even for me. If I was the president, no, your nuclear ambitions are done. Because, like I said, they don't need it. Another thing we have to look at is the Islam movement throughout the world and the United States. Sharia law, nothing good. You cannot have two laws within one country. Either one law is going to go away, the other going to take over. And I don't want Sharia law. If you read up on Sharia law, what the imams are preaching, what they're saying, what they do to women, they'll disfigure a woman over in Iraq and the radical Islams. Okay. I'm not saying Muslims. Not out. Here's what you have to believe, people. Just like what our country does, what other countries do, is not always the people themselves that are the issue. Okay. It's the political part of it. That's the issue. Just like Iran, it's a political part. It's not the normal Iranians because they wouldn't change over there. They used to be like us, walk around in blue jeans. Well, yeah, they do. The poor women, they have to wear that garb over them. They probably wear blue jeans, but they can't be seen in public without it. Okay. You look at some videos from the Iranian women or American Iranians, or even some of the Iranians that came over here. They lived underneath it. They want to be free. They don't want to be oppressed. So let's wake up. Let's pray for this world. But like I said, and I've said before about, unfortunately, I think the only time peace is going to happen is when the Lord God Almighty comes down and takes care of it. I mean, it's sad, but the humans just can't get together. I mean, animals get along better than what humans do. It's pretty sad. My cats, they get along better than humans do. Dogs, yeah, I mean, most of the time you have problems with animals is because they need food. They're out there in the wild. But sometimes it's starting to seem that's what humans are. They're getting to be wild too. Something they're privileged to have things. You know, to me, the only privilege you really have is to live and die. Okay. I mean, people out there, it's just like the food stamp program. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's been abused. It's been mistreated. There's people actually out there that do need it. But the thing is, try to do something to help earn that, not just take advantage of it. Okay. Some states are doing away with, like having snacks to buy with food stamps. Now, food stamps a long time ago, or the program, was made to have this essentials for you to make that food to feed to your family, not snacks. Okay. I mean, people selling food stamps to other people. I mean, for money. And then they probably turn around and go use it to buy drugs or alcohol with. Prime example, a system being abused. The illegals come to this country. You want to talk about illegals? Let's have a show on illegals again. Okay? You come across that border illegally, you're already, illegal. Okay, I believe in immigration. I know people that have immigrated here, whether illegally or illegally. They're good people, but they're working. They're not relying off the government. Okay, there's the difference. Once you start relying on the government, they own you. Socialism. Take a look at these countries where socialism has been at. It don't turn out good. Marxism. Look what's already happened in New York. Come on. I mean, New York is getting bad. I visited there, and I'm glad I visited before Madami became the governor of New York City. I really am. Because, guess what? Oh, New Year's Eve's coming up. Oh, no, the July 4th, people. Guess what? We can't have any July 4th celebrations because we don't have the money for protection of people. Oh, wow. Intended or not? That's to be debated. You can't, they're not going to have a big gathering. Okay, what's going to happen to New Year's Eve? Well, I haven't heard about that yet. Oh, we can't have a New Year's Eve event downtown Times Square because we don't have the money to have enforcement down there? Or is it even going to be safe to have an event like that anymore? Is it going to be safe to walk anywhere in this country as a law-abiding citizen? Walk in their store, you don't even know if you're going to get shot at anymore. Walk in a parking lot, you don't know if you're going to get accosted. Don't know if you're driving down the road, you're going to have somebody road rage, run you over. Well, wake up. The signs are there. The signs are in the stars. They're right in front of you. It's sad but true. Look at Peoria, Illinois here just Sunday night. 3 shootings. Teenagers. And then you have your states out there that want to restrict more rights on the rightful gun owners. But yet, shows it's not helping because the criminals are going to have the guns anyway. Who's going to have guns if they take your guns away? The criminals. How are you going to protect yourself? A knife? A sword? Oh, okay. Okay. Criminals are always going to have the guns, so quit stomping on people's gun rights. You states, especially Illinois. Do you know if you have a daycare center, I think now in Illinois, if you have guns, you have to have the gun dismantled and in a safe. Now, somebody comes in with a gun and you're a rightful gun owner or a even conceal and carry. How can you have the time to open that safe, assemble your gun, and take out the perpetrator? Ain't going to happen. You're going to kill him. It's not going to be the shooter. They want to put serial numbers in Illinois on gun casings, shell casings. Serial numbers. Plus charge you for it. Illinois sucks, people. I don't know about your state, but Illinois sucks. And now our governor wants to become president. Oh, yeah. You used to see one of his advertisements. I lowered the grocery tax. Oh, 1%. But guess where that grocery tax money was supposed to go for? Your local communities for roads and services like that. But that enables your local communities, villages, town, or cities to impose a 1% sales tax and more. But yet all he says, I eliminate the grocery tax. Pritzker, you're a liar. I say it front. You are a liar and a swear. You don't tell the friggin' truth. Yeah, you may have swayed them. You may have reduced the grocery tax or eliminated it. But you're putting the burden on somebody else so they can be looked at bad. Now you're like that little governor in the best little whorehouse of Texas doing the sidestep. Anybody seen that show? It's pretty good. Yeah. Plus you're a millionaire, baby. You know, you never worked a day in your life. You have your house up in Chicago where you took your toilets out so you could have less taxes. Will you do shit in a bucket? I don't know. I don't know. If it's true, reliable sources say it is. Okay. Maybe it's like Jeopardy. I'll buy that. I'll have that for $50. I don't know. You know? So, I don't know. I just going to end this here. I was hoping that people would come on and voice their concerns and talk about things like I do and have a good conversation. But I guess sometimes people are not ready for that yet. They want to talk about it. I get approached where I work at. People come up and talk to me about politics. You know, but it's more of a one-on-one situation. It's not where you can see your comments and stuff, or you can. I'd invite people to come up here, be on camera with me, talk about their concerns. But I'm going to try it again. I'm going to talk to more people because this is what we need. Again, like my T-shirt says. Okay. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. The flag behind me. The United States flag of America. Does everyone know what all those stripes, the stars, the red, white, and blue mean? I'd like to find out how many people actually know how much that means and what's been shed for it, for your rights to protest, where you can go to other countries and get shot and killed just for doing a peaceful protest or speaking out. God bless America. God bless everyone. God love this United States.